What happens when one of your favorite horror film directors decides to direct a superhero movie? Well, in the case of Sam Raimi, we could see the outcome already in 2002 with Spider-Man. But is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness even better? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Andy, welcome to Screenfire. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe at the end. We also do game reviews and shoot real-life action intros for each review. And of course, this is a spoiler-free review, so if you haven't seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I'm not gonna talk about major plot points. Sam Raimi is known for two things: directing the Evil Dead trilogy, becoming one of the greatest horror icons of all time, and directing the Spider-Man trilogy. That's where the whole superhero movie hype started, and we got some good and even fantastic Marvel movies and many bad and mediocre films. But what about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? And what's the movie all about? It's about America Chavez. She has the superpower to travel through the multiverse, but she can't control it. Only if she's afraid, she opens the portal by instinct and gets sucked in. But she's been followed by monsters and other strange creatures who want to kidnap her. Of course, Dr. Stephen Strange is here to help. Or is he? So, what do I think about the movie? Well, it was good. It's not a perfect film, but you can feel Sam Raimi's handwriting all over it. There are many scenes with a strong horror influence, and those were great, even awesome. It felt threatening, and I really had the feeling that our protagonists are in danger. The only unfortunate thing is that when those scenes end, you're back in your typical Marvel movie. A pure horror Marvel movie film directed by Sam Raimi, that would be incredible. Maybe add some gore. There are even some hints of gore in this one, but it's never fully shown. Of course, that doesn't make it a bad movie at all, but it just gave me the feeling, give me more of that. What I also enjoyed, and where I was laughing so loud that I'm sure I annoyed the hell out of the rest of the audience, was a scene with superheroes from another dimension. Some of them are killed off in the most hilarious way you could imagine. It almost felt like a parody. Imagine the Punisher fighting Captain America and gutting him in the process. That's what it felt like. That's also something where Sam Raimi really shines. Horror combined with comedy. Evil Dead 2 is the perfect example for that. Let's talk about the villain, Scarlet Witch. I didn't know she was the villain because I really didn't watch anything before I went to the screening, not even the poster where she is even in the center shining in dark red. I was really surprised that it was her. To understand her motivation even better, I suggest you watch WandaVision. But it's all explained in the movie as well. It's just nice to have some more background information. I think Elizabeth Olsen did a fantastic job. You know, I hate villains who just want to rule the world or want to become super rich or anything like that. It's just boring. I'm not gonna tell you what's motivating her, but I really did understand her, maybe even root for her a little bit. She's kind of crazy and obsessed with her goal, but that makes her even more threatening, because you can't argue with a maniac. That combined with her insane amount of power makes her a pretty good villain. I didn't like how the movie ended with her, but if you think about it, it's a Marvel movie. Of course, the good needs to prevail. I also would have preferred to end the Infinity War movies with Thanos' snap and continue the franchise from there without some stupid time travel solution. But maybe it's just me, a bitter old man talking. The most boring aspect of the movie is America Chavez. She's nothing more than a MacGuffin, and to be honest, I didn't care about her at all. The only interesting aspect about her is her power, but she's as flat and one-dimensional as a character can get. And the way they end her arc, if you can even call it that, because it's so stupid, The way they end her arc is such a cliche. Let me just say, believe in yourself. Because of that and Scarlet Witch's motivation, well, that was probably the reason why I was rooting more for her. Another thing that I thought was kinda unfortunate was that they didn't show more dimensions. Of course, there are some pretty cool cameos, but it's not as much as you would expect. But maybe that's even a good thing. It's really hard to handle too many characters in one movie. I mean, Spider-Man 3 is a perfect example for that. Just a few words about the special effects. As you can imagine, the CGI is incredible, except for a few shots at the beginning. There is a huge squid and I wasn't sure if the light was always physically correct. I experienced some uncanny valley feeling, if you know what I mean. But maybe it was the design, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you agree and feel the same or if I'm just imagining things. The movie is 126 minutes long and it never felt too long or stretched. It's definitely one of the most entertaining and better Marvel movies, but because of the ending and how poorly America Chavez was written, I give it 8 out of 10 points. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Do you agree with me or maybe you like it even better or worse? Let me know in the comments. Have a good one and I see you in the next video.